Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Tarot Grand Lux by Cyril Marchetti. Website is usgamesinc.com. Is that what it is? Yep. Okay. Supportive Oracle cards, Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. There's a website on the back here, hayhouse.com, if you're interested. Feel free to freeze frame if you need to. If I can hold it still. Okay. What do we have for Sagittarius? There's a jump in energy, so that should be good. There's you got the Page of Wands. It's kind of, that's fire. I feel like there's a lot of energy, but I'm also feeling like, I don't know, I don't know if I feel like I'm going anywhere. It's weird. I feel like I have a lot of energy, there's a lot going on, but I'm also feeling like I'm not going anywhere. And I'm not sure if that's good or not. I'm getting the Five of Wands, which is conflict, but the question is there a conflict here? Or is this okay for now? I feel like it's kind of like, I don't know, I feel like I should be getting somewhere, and I'm not getting somewhere. It's almost like I've been in the same job for a long time, and I'm like, I should be progressing, but I don't feel like I'm progressing. Is there something there for me? Like, the page of, no, what is this? Ace of Coins, which is the Ace of Pentacles, is kind of like, it's in the question position. Kind of like, is it there? Is there something more for you here? You keep putting in the effort, but your question, I keep getting like, is this going to lead somewhere? You're not walking away from anything, but is someone pulling a fast one? I keep asking myself that. Is someone pulling a fast one on me? I don't know. I feel like I need to be progressing. I should be progressing. What is this? The Five of Cups. There's somebody who's with you or around you. I feel like they're the same, somebody who's in the same boat as you are. And they don't, I don't know, that's weird. The Five of Cups with the Joy is kind of like, they don't feel like it's working out right, but they're enjoying the process. I don't get, this is weird. I'm trying to understand how these two cards are coming together because it feels very, it's almost like they're manipulating you to make you feel like it's worse than it actually is, and they're actually, by making you feel bad, it makes them feel good. I think that's what I'm trying not to say. I'm trying to look at it in a more positive light, but I really think they're manipulating you and trying to make you upset about it so you do something, almost like they're trying to sabotage it so that way if there's an opportunity to move forward, you look bad and they look good, so they're going to be the ones who get it. Take that with a grain of salt. But somebody, like, the fact that it's like they're highlighting what is not working, the fact that you're not moving forward, and it seems like they're trying to use that to their advantage. Okay. And at the moment, it's not like it's a lie. Because you are kind of like, it feels like you're in this rut. You just keep going in the same circle. It's not like it's a lie, but the fact that this person's trying to almost demotivate you or something, they're trying to get under your skin. But I feel like the way to deal with this for you is to realize what this person's doing. You may have to emotionally disconnect from them. And then realize, like, wait, when has this happened to me before in life? When have I put in all this effort, done everything I could, and it just doesn't help me? It just doesn't work for me. It doesn't move me forward. Where has this happened before, and what have I done to get out of it before? I feel like the answer is right in front of you. And it's kind of like, all right, if I'm, for example, if we're going to use the job analogy, I just keep getting passed up. I put in the effort. I do everything I'm supposed to do. I do it well. But when the time to move me forward comes around, I get passed up. I get passed up and I get passed up. How have I gotten out of this rut before? I feel like a lot of you are going to say, well, I just go somewhere else. Which may or may not be appealing to you. The Magician is here. It's time to take things in your own hands and decide what you want from it. Somebody's pointing out what's not working, but they're trying to use it against you. I feel like if for example, if I'm at a job and I'm trying to move ahead, I've tried maybe for 3 to 5 years and it's just not happening. This is the part where I have to own this and be like, all right, wait a minute. Can I take this experience and further myself somewhere else? Can I do that? For some of you, it may be staying in the same company but moving to a different department if your company's big enough for that. Maybe going to a competitor. For some of you, it may be like going into a whole different vocation, kind of like if you're in, for example, a financial institution now, going to a totally different, like maybe you're going into a situation where people, like it's maybe a factory that does baking or something, but you can take your experience from here and put it in, like maybe there's an accounting department, or maybe there's some organization situation where you can become a part of that. And like maybe you can make a little bit more money to start, and then you could make your mark and move forward there. Take it with a grain of salt. For others of you, I'm trying to walk away from it, but I shouldn't be. It may be a relationship where you're ready to move forward to the next level. The person you're with is not, and it's starting to look like they're never going to be. They're happy where it is. And maybe somebody else, one of your friends, is pointing this out and it's really annoying you. Maybe you live separately and you've done this for a few years and you're like, I'm ready to progress to the next level, but they don't want to. And it's to the point where, all right, I have to accept either this is what it is and decide if I'm okay with this or not, or I have to decide I'm not okay with this, and it's like, all right, they're not going to move forward. So maybe if I want to move forward with somebody, it's not going to be them. So it's either if I've decided I'm going to stick with them, I have to accept that this is not moving forward. This is just going to stick here. Or if I've decided this isn't going to work for me, I want a relationship that actually progresses. If I want that, I'm going to have to find a different relationship. It's kind of like I have to accept it for what it is. The situation here, it's hit its limit. If I want more, I'm going to need to create a new situation. That's the point of this situation. All it takes is for you to decide what you want and what's worth it for you. You got the Sun card, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. I don't feel you making any rash, quick decisions. I do feel you just coming forward, sorting it out. It is or is not acceptable. And if it's not acceptable, you're gonna slowly but surely start just naturally moving towards the result that you want. For example, if you're going to go on to another job, it's going to be obvious that you're looking for another job if you've decided this is unacceptable. So that current job will have a chance to make it up to you if you are that valued to them. They'll realize that you're serious, and they're going to be like, all right, well, I have to either move the Sagittarius ahead if I want to keep them, or I have to accept that they're going to move on. Same thing with if it's a relationship thing. Because I feel like you'll tell this person, like, I'm looking for this. And I understand you're not going there, but I don't know how long this relationship's going to last because I know what I want and we're not really matching. You're going to give this person more than enough time to make their decision and realize it's like if they want to stay with you, it's got to progress. If they don't want to progress, that's okay, but you're going to move on. Because I feel like you're naturally just going to start moving forward. Even though this is the Seven of Pentacles, to me it's like, all right, we have the vine planted for the pumpkins. There's no flowers on it yet, so there's no pumpkins, obviously. But the flowers are starting to show. And if the flowers are starting to show, that means the pumpkins will show up in the next couple months. And when the pumpkins are there, you're going to harvest those pumpkins and you're going to do what you want with them. So it's kind of like it's going to take some time. You're slowly moving forward. You're tending to the plant. It will happen. You will, and you're giving every opportunity for whatever the situation is to either make the grade or accept the fate of what's going to happen. All it takes is for you to decide what you want. You'll naturally start moving towards it, and the result will happen. I feel like a lot of you, if this reading is hitting, because it's a general read, I know, you've been avoiding letting yourself think about it because maybe I feel like you've been avoiding thinking about it because you know once you decide what you want, you will naturally, you know this. But I almost feel like this is that wake-up call. Like, it's time to decide what you want. It's why this person coming forward to you is annoying to you, because it's kind of like, yeah, I know once I make up my mind, it will move forward. I just don't know if I'm ready for this to end. Because it might mean, there's a possibility that the current situation will end because of it. But a lot of better things open up for you by making this decision. Alright. I think we're there. So I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day.